Let's see if it comes back up. Hopefully we're back. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure like if it was all still going through or not, but I mean Twitch just like went down, gave me a bunch of errors like error 2000, 4000. It was all Twitch error messages. So I was like, okay, why? So I'm not sure if it's even still up and running right now. But I do see you in chat. Okay, so you do see there. Okay. There we go. It was weird. So, like, right before the stream crapped out, it was telling me that, like, the sudo was telling me that, oh, you need to insert a 4 megabyte RAM cartridge, which is required for this game. I'm like, this should work. It's worked before.
This is X-Men versus Street Fighter. Yes.
Okay, should be good. And we'll do Team Boring. My cycloptic friend. Actually, let me check something real quick.
X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Okay, so haven't beaten the game yet with this for some reason. So let's go through and beat the game real quick.
Ready.
Ready!
Fight. First attack.
Shoryuken! Shoryuken! Tatsumaki Senpukyaku! Hadouken!
Good.
Okay, so I don't have the forward collarbone breaker. Where's Dashing Fierce? I do have this!
Shinku! Hadouken! Tatsumaki Senpukyaku!
Yes.
Optic blast!
Good.
Optic blast!
Okay, Chun-Li, please stop blocking everything. If you can do that, that'd be great.
Optic blast! Optic blast! Optic blast! Optic blast! Optic blast! Key slice!
Aerial ray.
Optic blast! Optic blast! Optic blast!
Alright. Stay there.
Yes!
Okay.
Shinku!
Oh no!
Yes!
It completely ate it out. I was trying to do a level 3 finish.
Optic blast!
Let's do that instead. Yeah, so what makes this game really awesome is that you have the 4 megabyte RAM cart, which basically turns loading at almost nothing. It's just about the same as the arcade, which is super fast. And you also have the ability to swap out your characters, something you could not do on the PlayStation. And you have all the frames of animation on top of it.
Let's go.
So this is like pretty much by all definitions, pretty much an arcade perfect port.
Real claw.
And it never left Japan.
Real claw. Yes. Real claw. Real claw. Optic blast. Optic blast. Optic blast.
And this game loads really fast, and then like Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter loaded even faster. It's like I don't even know how they did that.
Real claw. Optic blast. Real claw. Real claw. Real claw.
Wolverine, if you could stop blocking, stand still.
Real claw. Berserker barrage. Real claw. Tornado claw. Real claw. Let's go. Yeah.
Man, I've never seen him like hopping around before. It's crazy.
Real claw. Real claw.
Finally, he's down. Okay. Also not used to playing this on a controller. I do own the Virtua Stick, but when my first one I had many years ago broke, I took it apart to see if I could fix it, and I learned how fragile those things are. So it's like, it's sitting in its box right now, like the new one I got. Don't want to really open up and use it, unfortunately. Because of having sort of like a standard plate, they just use little plastic tabs to restrict the joystick movement. So it is like super fragile, easy to break, and it's like there's almost nothing to it. So if you just like repeated use, like, so my brother and I like played the hell out of this game. It just breaks easily.
Optic blast. Optic blast. Optic blast. Optic blast. Hadouken! Flight! Optic blast! Shinku! Hadouken!
It's like just chip him out. Get rid of Cyclops.
Yes! Kinetic card! Optic blast! Optic blast! Optic blast! Kinetic card! Optic blast!
There we go. Hey, Mollusk. Actually, it's X-Men vs. Street Fighter, which was the basis for eventually Marvel vs. Capcom. Eventually it came from it, because I mean, the Saturn, had it survived long enough, actually it was pretty close. I mean, it could have done, pretty sure it could have done Marvel vs. Capcom on this.
Ready. Fight!
I mean, it's seeing how well it did this game to begin with, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, and then Marvel Superheroes was even better. Yes, clearly. I mean, I wasn't gonna say it, but since you brought it up, no. Oh crap! Jump!
Good.
Yeah, if you ever want to get your butt kicked in this game, go on Fightcade and play the people here who have like been playing this non-stop for like 22 years. It's like, they will just infinite you all day long. Fightcade does, which is basically, if you've never heard of it before, it's pretty cool. It's a way to play arcade games online with people using GGPO netcode, which is like a rollback netcode. And you can join the lobbies and people play it, but I mean, the people who tend to play that game, and most of the games on Fightcade, have just been playing it non-stop since they came out. So you can actually spectate modes, but like watch people play, but I mean, if you want to get your butt kicked in this game or Third Strike, that's where you go. It's pretty neat. Pardon me, a lot of people tend to be pretty nice.
Ready.
You can usually pick up a couple things or so. But this is the Sega Saturn version I'm playing. This is actually the game I got. Came with my system when I got it. Pardon me. Let's see, going up against Storm. Yeah, this is probably the best combination. So this game, like I said, it's pretty much arcade perfect. Straight down to like almost no loading times. Use the 4 megabyte RAM card to great effect, especially if you've ever seen the PlayStation version. PlayStation version of this game is pretty much laughable, disgrace. You can't switch characters out. Yeah, you're stuck with who you got. It's like it's a one-player game basically. Yes, I will get punched. Alright, just chip him out. Take that, Nash, aka Charlie, aka they can't settle on your name.
Optic blast. Optic blast. Optic blast.
Really not used to playing this on a pad. Used to playing this on, like I said, a fight stick.
Good.
Optic blast. Optic blast. Optic blast.
Oh, you should wait until I beat the game, because there's a neat little thing that a lot of people don't know about this version of the game, other than, like, they know it's, like, just about arcade perfect. But there's a neat little feature that you can actually play as the same character twice. Oh, I forgot that was a thing, too. You can, like, alpha counter. Yes, Cyclops. Close enough. But you can pick the same character twice in the Sega Saturn version once you've beaten the game. Which leads to some really interesting fights. So my brother and I would do, like, Juggernaut matches where we both pick Juggernaut.
Playtime is ending.
And he has a lot of armor. So it's like, you got some crazy stuff happening. Really should have picked Turbo for speed. I just picked normal speed.
Yes. Optic blast.
Really? That hit me? I'm surprised that head stomp worked.
Aerial ready.
Optic blast.
Tried to chase him down. Didn't quite work.
Optic blast. Optic blast. Optic blast.
Ah, crap.
Optic blast.
Good.
Optic. Optic. Yes.
There we go. Just get gone. Fortunately, Ryu cannot aim his. You caught me out of the middle of that hurricane kick. Of course, these are guys right before you fight Apocalypse, so they tend to be the cheapest. Cheapiest. Will Vortex him? No.
Magnetic Tempest.
Optic blast.
KO!
Yep, for some reason he can freeze you. I don't know how Magnet works like that, but they can. They kind of go shooting all over the screen. These guys, Magnetic Disruptor, which is like a rolling wave shot coming from the ground. You can't jump over it. So the ultimate cheese team is Cyclops and Magneto in this game.
The apocalypse.
Yeah, it pretty much looks like it probably was stolen from... I'm trying to think of the X-Men game.
Fight!
Children of the Atom. Because, like, Iceman was in that game, so it wouldn't surprise me if it was, like, lifted from that. Oh man, the game is going full in now. Yeah, I can't even hit this one right now. Could destroy a satellite.
Gene, flight.
That's what I'm supposed to hit from behind.
Gene, flight.
Yeah, the game's going full ham. It's cheating up, so that's not surprising.
Optic blast. Optic blast. Optic.
Marvelous! You're
Optic blast. Good. Optic blast. Optic. Gene. Gene, flight. Optic blast.
Is it gonna hit? Sometimes you don't know if it's gonna hit or not because it's off screen.
Optic blast. Optic blast. Gene.
Oh, he was so close.
apocalypse. Win, not fit to survive.
Alright, so let's pick Wolvie and Cyclops. And that was my chance to change the turbo, and I didn't. Good job, me.
I am the apocalypse.
Yeah, you're the apocalypse, blah blah. Can't be killed, I'm gonna kill you.
Ready. Fight! Good.
Let's go. Tornado Claw.
Optic blast. Optic blast.
Your life is my game is over. Game is
Optic blast. Optic blast. Gene, flight. Optic blast. Optic blast. Optic blast.
Yeah, right to the face. Sweet. Am I planning on seeing Endgame at all? Yes. Probably will see it. Might see it tomorrow. If not, let's just say that I might have it already.
Let's go, bub.
ready. Fight!
I may have found a good version that some Chinese bootlegger put on the internet, and then somebody else took that version and made a crappier version of it that had better audio. So for some reason I might have the ability to combine the two sources to make the best version. Yeah, just all theoretical, mind you.
Optic blast. Optic blast.
I mean, that'd be illegal otherwise.
Optic blast.
Nope, it's actually just Chinese subtitled. So it's subtitled in Chinese, but the language is English.
Tornado bow.
Optic blast. Optic blast. Optic blast. Optic blast.
Don't dodge. Oh, come on. Wolvie, just don't block. Just let me finish the game. Okay, I couldn't remember if there's a way to, like, get rid of the, where the black screen just kind of go back to, like, normal. Like, have it, like, a clear... I think there is. I don't want to accidentally, like, mess it up and have to do this all over again. Let me chip you out. There we go. Yay. Game is beaten. Sweet. So now we can do some fun things. Thanks, Ryu. Goodbye. Never bother my universe again until the next game. Never talk to my son again. All those things, you know? Alright.
Game over.
Ah, Cap.
Sonic boom.
This is X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Yes.
Save. Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to plug in the second controller just to make this easier. There we go. So here's what I love about the Sega Saturn version that most people just have no clue about. Versus mode. Okay, so let's do Gambit. And I'm gonna pick Gambit. And perhaps we should also fight Gambit against maybe Gambit? Sure. You can't do this in the arcade, by the way.
Ready.
Come on, mon ami.
Fight.
Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Agent flash.
Alright, so
Agent flash.
just trying to build up my meter. Isn't this fun? I should turn out the time limit.
Kinetic card. Agent flash. Charging. Agent flash.
Good.
Charging.
Okay, so he's down, that's fine, doesn't matter. We got Purple Gambit in. So, you said like, oh, you know, the game flashing and stuff like that. If anyone's prone to seizures, look away. But because you have the ability to do double characters, you can double up his super, like so.
Royal.
Marvelous.
Yeah, the game's just like, okay, yeah, too much flash, because this is what it looks like normally.
Kinetic card. Royal.
Lots of flashes, but when you just double it up, it makes it even crazier.
X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Let's see, time limit off.
Come on, mon ami. Come on, mon ami.
Gambit and Gambit versus Juggernaut.
Come on, mon ami.
Oh, or Juggernaut, Gambit. So I do this.
This is X-Men versus Street Fighter.
Come on, mon ami. Come on, mon ami.
You're unstoppable. You're unstoppable.
Turbo. Let's see. Manhattan. So this is the only version of the game that does this. I don't believe that Marvel Superheroes allows you to do this either. Like, to pick the same character over and over. Yeah, so 4-player, like, Juggernaut matches where you're just both playing as him gets really crazy because he has armor. He doesn't get knocked down too easily. So you just spend up a lot of time just trading blows with each other.
Kinetic card. Agent Slash. Kinetic card.
Okay, let's just finish him off.
Agent Slash. Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Kinetic
Then I'll show off Marvel Superheroes, and then probably call it a night. Alright. Ah, crap. I didn't know Gambit's throws did that much damage. Alright, attempt number 2, because I screwed it up. I was going to do it one more time, but have it do the finisher instead. Okay, normal. Now let's see, who should we do? Okay, Zangief, you gotta remember to breathe, buddy. Blue is not a healthy color. Blue does not really exist much in nature for a reason. Yes, Smurf Geef. Duh, I don't need to breathe.
Charging.
Yeah, his throw does a lot. Holy cow.
Agent Slash.
Good.
Kinetic card. Kinetic card. Agent Slash. Kinetic card.
Let's put in Gambit instead, or other Gambit. Yeah, that's fine. Seriously, that's not a healthy color.
Good.
Agent Slash.
Good.
I'm concerned for you, Keith.
Charging.
Your time with the Smurfs was a well-treasured memory, but you gotta let it go. You're also, you got turned down by the Blue Man Group, so it's just not gonna happen. Okay, so this should be good. Here we go. Double super, hopefully into a finisher.
Royal.
Ah, that sucks. Okay. But yeah, you saw how much it flashes anyway, so let's pop in Marvel Superheroes. Last game. Put you back in your case. Yeah, this is the game that basically I got for Christmas, because my parents got the Sega Saturn, X-Men vs. Street Fighter, Samurai Showdown 3 and 4, Virtual Fighter 2, Virtual Cop, Daytona USA, and Deep Fear, plus the fighting stick for the Sega Saturn, and the 4MB RAM cart for $120. We cleared them out pretty much for the Sega Saturn, because they were just trying to get rid of it. So, best Christmas ever. Okay, here we go, Marvel Superheroes. So this is the game that came after X-Men vs. Street Fighter. And if you thought that the loading times for X-Men vs. Street Fighter was fast, it gets even faster for this version. And once again, this is a great version of the game that just never left Japan, because the Saturn was pretty much dead. Alright, load it up. This also has a copy, or not copy, but a character, Noimaru, that was not in the American versions. Not even the arcade.
Are you ready, true believers? Capcom and Marvel have joined forces once again to bring you Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. Look, spectacular action! Don't miss out on the enjoyment of a lifetime. Behold, amazing services! Don't miss the most amazing tag team fighting game ever. Are you ready for a new challenger? Victory! Come join Marvel Superheroes vs. Street Fighter. Welcome to the adventure!
Okay. Let's just go into verse mode.
Choose your alter ego!
Yeah, so this guy, Norimaru, is a comedian in Japan, and I can't remember who they replaced him with in the American version. I think they just left him completely out. He's kind of like a gimmick character. Shumagorath, Blackheart, Mega Red, Hulk, Captain America. Look at that animation. Alright, so keep in mind that, like I said, this is just straight off, just the game, 4MB RAM cart. Nothing special to it. But just take notice of how fast this loads. It's crazy. Okay, let me grab the second controller. We'll put on turbo. Let's do Spiderman. And we'll do Hulk. And because it's pretty much like a sequel or built upon X-Men vs. Street Fighter, it has almost all the same stages too.
Come on!
And it's done loading. That little white screen, that was all the loading. That was it. This game is crazy. It's like, it's such a shame that none of these games left Japan. Here we go. Norimaru. Try to see if I can throw him out backwards. There we go. So he's like a joke character. That's his medium. Jab, medium, fierce. This is jab. That's his roundhouse. He just throws things from his bag. Shoryuken.
Perfect!
Yep, good times. And there were other secret hidden characters in here, but I don't know how to select them because it involved things like stay on Sakura for like 2 seconds, move over to Ryu for 3, do the hokey pokey, sacrifice a chicken, push a child down into the well, things like that. And then you could like do like Dark Lady, which was like the evil version of Chun-Li and so forth. And I remember there being like an armored version of Zangief, which is what you really don't want to have because he's already powerful enough. One second. Alright. So for now, we're actually going to exit out. I think we should be back at the default screen Yep, for the Kai. That's not a problem. Well, right now I'm streaming through the Elgato software, so I don't have all my fancy transitions, can't do the almost the end of the show thing. But I'm actually going to be wrapping up the stream for tonight. Sorry about all the problems with Twitch. It's not on my end. I've been reporting them constantly. Each time they'll just dropping down like crazy and everything else, so apparently they're having server issues again tonight. But I will be back hopefully tomorrow. I'm not sure if I'm going to go see, Avengers Endgame tomorrow. I might not see it. We'll see. If I don't go to it, I definitely will be planning to stream at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know when that is, just basically copy and paste exactly what I've put into Google, and it'll tell you for what time it is that you are, wherever you are in the world. You can also check me out on Twitter at Wurzel555. And you don't have to follow me or anything, as I always say. But I do post up there usually about 2 or 3 hours in advance if I'll be streaming and what I'll be playing, or if I'm going to cancel for health reasons, or if I go to the movies to go see the movie that everyone keeps trying to spoil for me. So if I do stream tomorrow, if I don't go to the movies, next stream regardless is going to be a Bayonetta 2 speedrun. It's going to be a category I haven't run for a while. And then after that, the next stream is going to be an arcade game stream. So if you think of some games for the arcade, because I have a MAME set up, full MAME complete. I think it's like MAME 1.97, which isn't too much of a problem. Full MAME ROM set. I have Final Burn Alpha. If you can think of a game that you'd like to see played, let me know. You can always whisper me. You can hit me up on Twitter, on Discord, in the Bayonetta 2 speedrunning Discord. So, however you want to send me a message, by all means, let me know, and I'll definitely try my best to play the game. Alright, so let's see. Anyone streaming? Not really some great stuff here. We'll probably switch over to the... We'll keep the fighting game going down here. It looks like Spooky is doing Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I am terrible at that game, but I enjoy watching people play it. I'm kind of funny about that. So thank you so much for hanging out, Mollusk and Nimix, and of course anybody else who may have been lurking in chat. There was also, who showed up here, Strappin came in earlier and said some stuff to me and talked when I was doing the Symphony of the Night. So thanks for hanging out, and hopefully see you guys next time.